Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles workbook for students, part 2 of the workbook, section 11, What is Creation? Please read that section or watch my YouTube video on what is creation in its entirety each day, and I'll try not to repeat that every day. Lesson 324. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the role to take, and every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them. Yet I merely follow in the way to you as you direct me and would have me go. So let us follow one who knows the way. We need not tarry and we cannot stray, except an instant from his loving hand. We walk together, for we follow him, and it is he who makes the ending sure and guarantees a safe returning home. And now we will read the commentary by Alan Watson. There's no practice suggestion by Robert Perry today. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Learning to follow my inner guidance is a big part of doing the course. That guidance is the voice for God, the Holy Spirit. It is part of me and part of God. In the end, all is one, but while I think of myself as separate, I will experience that voice as a separate voice, calling me back home. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. Father, I need to learn that I am not on my own, and that something or someone has planned the way I am to go, the role to take, and every step in my appointed path. As lesson 321 reminded me, I have neither made nor understood the way to find my freedom. In fact, you have set the way, and the Holy Spirit is simply the voice that speaks for you. So then, let me follow one who knows the way. What a relief it is to have this one to trust. When walking through a dark jungle with twisted and confusing pathways, what a comfort to know I have a guide who knows every detail of the path. Because of him, I cannot lose the way. Today, let me remember that every step of my journey has been set by you. As I look back with you, I know that this is true. Nothing I have ever done has ever been anything but for my own good. It has all worked together perfectly to get me exactly where I am now. Even my wanderings were perfectly designed to teach me all the falsity of the illusions I was following. What I thought were detours away from you were really lessons bringing me closer to home, and I am grateful for them all. Let me now look to the future with the confidence imparted by that knowledge. I cannot lose the way. Every person, every event, and every circumstance of my life today can be, if seen with vision, a step towards home, a means of finding my way back to you. If I wander today, Father, bring me back. I thank you for the blessed relief of knowing that I do not have to figure it all out. It's been figured out for me. I can let the day unroll in whatever way it does, trusting that it is all perfectly planned by you to bring the memory of you most rapidly to my mind. I would not lead. I don't want to be known as a leader of others. I don't know the way for myself. How can I know it for anyone else? Some of my brothers may follow me. In fact, you will bring them to me for that purpose. But all that I am doing is following your voice. If anyone follows me in this path, they are not following me, but you. Let me always remind them of that and never make anyone dependent on me. We cannot stray except an instant from his loving hand. To Jesus, 6 billion years is a tiny tick of time that is nothing in comparison to eternity, so small that not one note in heaven's song was missed. To us it seems we stray much longer than an instant. A mathematical example that comes to mind is this. When we divide one another by another number, we are in a sense comparing them. 100 divided by 10 is 10. That means, compared to 10, 100 is 10 times bigger. The interesting thing about the number 0 is that any number compared to it mathematically is infinite. If you imagine being able to divide a line into points with 0 width, there are an infinite number of such points in the line, whether it is an inch long or a mile long. The tiny tick of time is like 0. Eternity is infinite, and compared to it, all of time is literally nothing. There is no comparison. The time we spend in wandering, which seems so long to us, is nothing more than an instant. An infinitesimal. Yes, say what? Infinitesimal. You got it. Piece of nothing. A fragment of the dream. I love how my husband's here. It's like all these words that I don't understand come up, that I can't pronounce, come up when he's here, which I love. So, right? We've all experienced dreams that seem to last for hours or days, yet happened in a few seconds of real time. And that is all this time is. Time is a trick, a sleight of hand, a vast illusion in which figures come and go as if by magic. Yet there is a plan behind appearances that does not change. The script is written. I love that. There is a plan behind the appearances, and that is what I can rely upon today. Do you like the psychedelic sunshine? Sorry about that. Following the Holy Spirit, I know that the ending is sure. He guarantees a safe returning home. I may feel really messed up and confused, but I can't really blow it. I've got a perfect guide, and he's going to stick with me until I reach the end and fall once again into my Father's arms. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Now I will lead us into meditation. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Father, you are the one who gave the plan for my salvation to me. You have set the way I am to go, the role to take in every step in my appointed path. I cannot lose the way. I can but choose to wander off a while and then return. Your loving voice will always call me back and guide my feet aright. My brothers all can follow in the way I lead them, yet I merely follow in the way to you, as you direct me and would have me go. I merely follow, for I would not lead. so much for joining with me in that meditation. I merely follow, for I would not lead. Now we will read Alan Watson's commentary of What is Creation? This is paragraph 2, sentence 4. What God has willed to be forever one will still be one when time is over, and will not be changed throughout the course of time, remaining as it was before the thought of time began. God has willed all creation to be one, therefore it is one. Time cannot change what God created in any way. Time and change seem inexplicably related. Change is what signifies the passage of time, and it seems impossible that time should pass without change. It is impossible that God's creation should change. God's creation is outside of the realm of time entirely, and time is simply an illusion, a dream in which change is possible. What we are together as the one Son of God existed before time, was thought of, still exists during the apparent course of time, and will exist still one when time is over. The Son of God is as unaffected by what seems to occur during time as the sun is unaffected by my passing a few of its rays through a magnifying glass and deflecting their path, or as the ocean is unaffected by a child who throws a stick into the water. In other words, not at all. That is the power of creation. It is immutable. Therefore, I am immutable when I recognize my Creator. Yourself is radiant in this holy joy, unchanged, unchanging, and unchangeable forever and forever. Thank you so much for joining with me in this lesson 324. I merely follow, for I would not lead. I love you. Thank you.